I'm Christina or Christina, and welcome to my channel. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be a Valentine's inspired look. Really, I did this look once before, like last year. But yeah, I posted this look on my Instagram around July, around the July, area. I basically recreated this look because y'all want to see it. I never got around to doing it. So I decided to go ahead and record this look for y'all. I tweaked and added certain things to this look. Also, I couldn't remember exactly what I did, but I added a little bit of purple to this look just so it wasn't the exact same as the look that I already did, and so it can be just a little bit more Valentine's-y. Last minute, I realized that I forgot to do a part with my eyes, and I realized it once I actually went back and looked at the picture of the look that I did the first time. So basically, it's kind of gonna be like a 2-in-1, I guess, and this video is gonna be all over the place. Also, this eye isn't blended very well, but don't mind that. Basically, I'm going to be showing y'all how I get the pinker side and also the darker, more sultry. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 special or whatever. And also, I forgot to mention, this is an affordable look. You can find this at the drugstore. Everything I use, you can find either at your drugstore or your beauty supply or your Ulta. So, there you go. Cute looks for less. If you want to see how I got this look, then continue watching. Okay. So this lighting is getting on my nerves. So, if you notice a difference in my background, I'll most likely turn these lights off so I can stop looking blue. Anyway, I already did one eye and I did my eyebrows just to save time and so I can know what I'm doing, because I don't even remember what I did with this look. So yeah, first things first, I'm gonna prime my eyelid with this Maybelline Master Conceal. I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild concealer brush to apply it to my eyelid. And I like to bring this up pretty close to my brow bone. Like, I like to connect where the concealer that I used to clean up my eyebrow and this primer, I like to connect them, basically. Yeah, that's it. And then the blending side, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. blending brush. And then I'm going to be setting this with my Airspun translucent powder. And setting this just helps prevent creasing. And it also, what I've noticed is it's like, it makes blending like easier. Like, I don't know. Blending just looks better when I set my primer. So that's why I do it. Today, the palettes I'm going to be using are my old faithfuls, these Nicka palettes right here. But yeah, I'm going to be going back and forth between these two palettes. So the first shade I'm going to be using is in this Nicka palette. It don't got a name, but it got a number on it, so I'll just put the number on there. But I'm going to be using this orange shade right here as my transition shade. And I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild, what is this called? Wet n Wild. I think it's a blending brush. But yeah, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild blending brush. So I'm just going to blend this into my crease and a little bit above my crease. Now that that's done, I'm going to be going in with this red shade right here. and blending it into my crease. Just a little bit below where I put that orange shade. And a tip is to look downwards. Look down while you're blending. Like, see where I applied it right here instead of up here. But yeah, just apply it a little bit below the orange shade. And doing this should help it be a smooth transition between the two shades. And then I'm gonna wipe off any excess product and then go back into that orange that I used. Now I'm gonna be going in with this Eagle Tools blending brush, and I'm gonna be going in with that same red that I just used. And just apply, I'm just gonna apply it in the same area that I already put it. I think I'm gonna unplug this because I look washed out. There you go. So now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna be going in with this Nicka K palette, and I'm gonna use this lighter red, and then I'm going to apply it right in the same spot as that first red that I used. I'm gonna be going in with this purple. It's like a pinkish purple right here. And I'm gonna use this same Eco Tools brush and just apply it in the same spot. And now I'm gonna go in with the purple from this palette. I'm gonna use this purple right here. And then to bring more red back into the look, you know, I'm gonna be going back in with, oh shit, I almost got that, with this red right here, just so it doesn't look super purple. And I'm applying this a little bit above where I put those purple shades, but only slightly. And then I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild blending brush from earlier and go back into this orange that I used for my transition shade and just blend this over the top lightly. And to make sure everything is really blended, I'm gonna wipe off any excess product from this Eco Tools brush and then use circular motions right where that orange shade and the red meet. And this helps it be really blended. Now that I'm done blending all of those shades, I'm going to be cutting my crease. And to cut my crease, I'm going to be using the concealer that I use on my face. So I'm going to be using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee. And then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild concealer brush and cut my crease. And then I'm going to drag this product all over my eyelid. And as you can see, the eyeshadow kind of tinted my concealer. So I'm just going to go over those parts. And also what could help is wiping off your brush and then going back into your concealer. And then I'm going to blend this concealer out using this e.l.f. blending brush. And you want to be really careful around the edges blending this out. And now that that's all blended out, I'm going to be setting this with my Airspun translucent powder. And you want to be really careful around the edges of your cut crease. So sometimes I would use my eyeshadow brush And then just go really carefully across the line. So now I'm going to be using an angled brush, and I'm going to be going in with this dark red. And I'm just going to carefully line right where the cut crease is, and this just helps it be like really sharp and precise. And then to make sure it's blended and not a super sharp line, I'm going to be using this small blending brush, and I'm going to dip a little bit of the product into this red. But I'm going to be really light with this because I don't want this color to like overpower all the other shades. So now that I'm done with that, now I'm going to be going on to this part on my eyelid. So I'm going to be using this same brush that I was talking about earlier, and I'm going to wipe off any excess product that could be on it, and then I'm going to go in with the orange shade that I use as my transition shade. And I'm just going to like basically smudge this on my lash line. And now that that's done, I'm going to be going in with this red shade right here and smudging it across the lash line. Then I'm going to be going in with this red. Basically just going in the same order that I did with my crease. And now I'm going to go in with this purplish pink shade and apply it on the lash line. Now I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, go in with that same purple shade that I just used. And my eyeshadow brush is going to help it be a little bit more precise. And then I'm going to go in with this purple shade right here and just smudge that on the lash line. And then I'm going to be taking my angled brush and going in with that same purple I just used and line my lash line. And then I'm going to take a bit of this dark red with my angle brush and line my lash line also. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and go back in with that orange shade that I use as a transition shade and just blend over the top of everything. I want it to be a little bit more red, so I'm going to add in a bit more with my eyeshadow brush. And you basically just do it until you get it to where you like it. This is good enough for me. So now I'm going to be taking the leftover concealer on my hand, which is barely any. I'm going to take that and my concealer brush, and I'm going to wipe it off a little bit because it has some leftover product on it. And then I'm just going to go over the area where I already applied, basically the area that's still open or naked. It's basically naked because it doesn't have any eyeshadow on it. So I'm going to take it in this area and then kind of drag it downwards with my brush. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. blending brush, which this brush is going to be very essential in this part. And I'm going to go over that and blend it out. And blending it out with this brush just really makes a difference. It basically ties it together, the look together. And basically, I just go back and forth between blending more orange and then applying more concealer and blending it out until it gives me like the ombre effect that I want. So I'm gonna do that, just kind of keep going until I get it to where I like it. And sometimes I like to go back over where I cut my crease just to freshen it up a little bit. Then I will blend this out. Then I'm going to apply a little bit more orange. And now that that's the way that I like it, I'm going to set it with my Airspun translucent powder. And I put a little bit too much powder on there, so I'm going to wipe off any excess powder with my blending brush. One eye always looks better than the other. And I'm going to be using this angled brush, and I'm going to apply it right where the cut crease is. I'm going to be taking that small blending brush from earlier, and I'm going to dip my brush into the shade I just used, which is this one. Small blending brush. I'm just going to smudge this right across, just so it's blended. So now that I'm done with that color, I'm going to be going in with this chocolate brown color right here. Now I'm going to be using that same angled brush and lining right where I put that purple. I mean, not purple, but right where I put that. I can't even explain the color I just used, but you know, the color I just used basically. Now I'm going to take my small blending brush. I'm not adding any product to it, and I'm just going to go over that, try to blend it out a little bit. This would be more blended if I did it in the right order and not now. I'm kind of tapping my angled brush on the line and then dragging upwards so it can be a tiny bit more blended and not like a sharp line. And I will blend that out with this small blending brush. And then I'm also going to apply that brown, that chocolate brown on my lash line. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish up my bottom lash line. I'm going to be using this orange shade from earlier. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild blending brush and messily blend that on my bottom lash line. Now I'm going to take this red right here with my Eco Tools blending brush and blend this really close to my bottom lash line. And now I'm going to apply my eyelashes and mascara. I'm going to actually do my eyelashes off camera, so I'll be back. I'm liking it, you know. This is real. My tongue look white as shit. Alrighty, so this is the look. This is the end of the tutorial. Everything I use will be listed down below in the description box. And yeah, y'all, I'm really feeling myself right now. Very cute. Cute. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed and learned and all that other stuff. Got some inspiration, anything. If you recreate this look, tag me on my social medias. I'll link them down below. But yeah, tag me because I want to know if y'all recreated it. I really want to see it. So yeah. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye, you guys.